Welcome to this episode as we start to talk through personalisation, which is one of the key themes from this year's Global Entertainment and Media Outlook reports. Dan, the GMO report really highlights the importance of personalisation. 90% of consumers now expect some form of personalisation of their content. What does that mean for the way that media and entertainment businesses engage consumers?
It's an interesting point. Consumers now expecting this. I think a few years ago they were sort of experiencing a lot more personalisation in the media they consumed, enjoying it and actually finding themselves more engaged in the content as a result. And therefore now it's a much bigger expectation, their ability to personalise, curate and craft the content they want to see, when they see it and how they engage with it. And we see it happening across music, video gaming and many other channels as well. I think we're starting to see some of those other parts of the media industry now sort of tagging onto that and thinking, actually, how can I create more interested, compartmentalised, bite-sized content curated for more specific audience segments? And I think we're only going to see more of that going forward. It does drive higher engagement. The main bit we need to just be careful of navigating in all things around personalisation is how personalised you go and making sure you just stay one step away from the creepy line, or however people want to phrase it, such that it's got all the hallmarks of a really good personalisation, but not going too far.
Yeah, no, that's key. The AI and data analytics is obviously playing a huge part in personalisation. What do you think are some of the key advancements we're going to see in that space over the next 12 to 18 months?
I think the main thing is just how much this can be done at pace, at scale. And actually it's the ability to just have really, as the industry phrases go, the hyper-personalised content across all channels, whenever you want, wherever you are at any given time. And we're seeing innovation of different platforms building on top of other platforms to give consumers more chance to personally curate themselves. So it's not about the media companies having to sort of do the personalisation for you. It's putting actually some of the tools in the hands of the consumers to edit, whether it's their avatars, plans or playlists, to really sort of make sure it's as curated to their needs as they want. The recommendation engines are the other sort of big development we're seeing, where the power of things they are sourcing and recommending and actioning on behalf of consumers is accelerating really, really quickly. And I think that's where we'll see a lot more innovation and where data analytics is obviously powering that behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's a really interesting one. We start to use huge amounts of access to data to drive personalisation. Just touching on the business opportunities of personalisation, hyper-personalisation, what does that mean for business performance? And how should clients and businesses be thinking about the measuring of that return on investment?
I think for companies we've worked with, there's lots of case studies which demonstrate the ROI uplift or the improvement in clicks, views, brand affinity or consumption because of some of the personalisation actions they've put in place. But for every company, it is different. And you need to think about, what is it I'm measuring? What am I trying to improve upon? What's my baseline I'm measuring against? So it really is an answer that varies a little bit by client. I think the important thing is to really try and think about where can I add the most commercial value in a way that resonates with my brand, drives deeper and more meaningful connections with my consumers that I'm working with. And that will look different for different companies. But we've seen some great examples across the industry, whether it's in gaming, music or otherwise, where that personalisation has really kicked in to great effect. It is here to stay. Consumers expect it. And I think brands will extract a lot more value if they can really make that work.
Yeah, great. Look, what a key point to end on, just about the absolute expectation from consumers now. It felt like last year, in last year's GMO report, we talked about the opportunities of that. This year, it's absolutely an expectation. But then there's significant uplift in terms of engagement and monetization off the back of that. Dan, thank you for joining me today to talk about personalization. Phenomenally interesting topic, and I know one that we explore in great depths in the GMO report.